Welcome, all you beautiful, brave hearts, to another fantastic BHN Studios production. Today we have Dr. Bruce Fong with us, who's going to talk about IGF-1 and man up. And this to me is very exciting because man or woman, we're always having to find ways that we can build our immune system. And we have all these amazing people that volunteer their time to come and talk to us and educate us on the things that we need to know. So welcome, Dr. Fong. How are you today?
Thanks, Cheryl. I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on the show. And I'm always wonderfully, I'm going to say I'm wonderfully blessed by the Lord to be able to have an opportunity to speak to people. I always love to educate my patients because you know what? Yeah, the information that you have, that you can take to heart, that you can put into action, that's more than half the battle. And frankly, from a selfish standpoint, it makes my job a lot easier to take care of you too. So I'm great. I love the opportunity to be here, and I'm very grateful for that.
Well, I'm so glad that you're here too, right? Because
Yeah,
even when I look at the vibrancy of the screen, when I look at that smile and the health and vitality, because vitality is part of health, right? When you feel good, when your body's energized and you're got no aches and pains or signals coming from the body, then you have the ability to manifest and to keep the positive thinking and to create relationships that really work. So I know that for me, that's amazing.
yeah, it's incredible what we can accomplish because, and I'm sure Cheryl, I speak to a kindred spirit when we say it's all connected. This our physical shell, our bodies, our mental, emotional state, and our spiritual state puts it all together. And when everything is in harmony, we really flow. We can put it out there, and when somebody's all lined up, if you will, well, if somebody is just has everything kind of working right, no matter what's going on in their life. I mean, you read that Bible passage when I woke up this morning. I put it in God's hands, right? So the whole point is that takes that burden off me. Well, in a similar way, why don't we do that with our bodies? Because let's face it, as we get older, and I know that's a bad word here. Let's not say older too weirdly, but the bottom line is when we reach a certain age, our bodies start to not be as strong as we used to be, not be as resilient as we used to be. So they can't bounce back from things or take things on as well as they used to be. And the main thing we've related that to is the decline in primarily it's human growth hormone, but more importantly, in what we're talking about today, human growth hormone stimulates the production of various growth factors. Chief among them is this thing we call insulin-like growth factor 1, also known as IGF-1, which has so many properties to not only make our bodies stronger, but it helps to repair damage. It helps us to rebalance things, including our hormones. But the entire growth matrix, which is what the compound we're talking about here, the IGF-1 with long jack enhancement, that actually is a complete growth matrix, and it comes from deer antler of all things. So very quickly, over 3,000 years of written experience in Chinese medicine goes all the way back, and certainly probably a lot more beyond that before things were written down. That deer antler has always been used as what's called a constitutional remedy. A constitutional remedy is a thing that builds you back up, helps you to recover from injury, recover from illness. But even more importantly, eventually it was also used for virility, for longevity. And it's something that Chinese herbalists would always mix in with whatever other herbals they would use to treat something in a given person. And so that deer antler was critical for it. And so you fast forward to the 20th century, and it's discovered that it's not just any deer antler, but it's growing deer antler. I'm sorry, I always do that. But the whole point is that the growing deer antler is something that, again, in case you don't know, deer lose their antlers. They grow a whole new rack in the springtime every year within 110 days. And if you harvest the deer antler in the middle of that growth phase, you have a maximal amount of this growth matrix, which is inside the deer antler, which is, now think about that incredible thing, like growing a rack in 110 days. There's a lot going on there. And it's all done through God's perfect plan, through this whole thing where we have this wonderful mix and matrix of these growth factors, IGF-1 being principal, but IGF-2, morphogenic bone growth factors, vascular endothelial factor, you name it, anything that helps a tissue grow in the body is there. It also has things that control and prevent abnormal growth. So this is all part of a perfect design that you simply harvest the antlers. And by the way, this is a sustainable thing. The deer are not harmed. In fact, they're very well treated. They're free ranging deer out of New Zealand. And you almost like give them a little haircut in their growth process. So you take the tip off the antler, and that allows the antler to grow. It's kind of like us. It literally is like us getting a haircut because we cut something off, which I really do need one, but I apologize. But the whole point is, as we cut hair, we stimulate it to grow. And so this growth process continues throughout the year. And so this is a sustainable compound that we can harvest. And all it is then the inside of the deer antler is vacuumed out, cold press it. You get this brownish viscous liquid that is then mixed with, this is the key to this product, a liposomal delivery system. That just simply means fat-based delivery system, because all these compounds, the IGF-1 with the long jack enhancement, the man-up testosterone booster, they all go under the tongue. So we should be asking ourselves, Cheryl, why under the tongue? Well, it's something that modern medicine has kind of forgotten. Okay, so we talk about, hey, let's take these pills and drink this liquid, but hey, we need some things to go right into the bloodstream. So I'm pointing, camera angles right. You can see me do that. Okay. I also happen to be a medical director for the fire department. So I work with paramedics and things like that. And, trying to get IV access in the field, sometimes it's hard. We have other ways of doing that. But in this kind of a situation, we want these growth factors to get into the bloodstream very rapidly so they can do the work they do. Taking them orally, going down into your stomach, what do you got there? Acid. Acid's supposed to chew things up for you. It's going to definitely chew up these growth factors, which there's not a lot in these bottles. You don't need a lot. And the whole point is that as it chews it up, and then of course you go into the small intestine, you got some digestive enzymes. By the time it gets through all that, you're probably getting possibly up to nothing in some products that are out there. But by putting it under the tongue, you are actually delivering it directly to the bloodstream. Quickest example, people have chest pain. What do they do? You grab this little glass bottle, a little brown glass bottle, has little tiny round pellets in it. Those are called nitroglycerin. It's a way of dilating or make the blood vessels big, especially around the heart, so you can stop chest pain. But you can't chew. I mean, I guess you can take those orally, but it takes too long for it to help the chest pain. So you want it rapidly in there. And so it's not even modern, man. That's been around for decades, and it's an old remedy, but it works. And we understand that sublingual route is there because of these. I don't want to scare anybody with the bottom of my tongue, but I don't know if you can see it, but there are lots of little veins and capillaries. It's basically an exchange bed. So you can literally introduce things, and with the liposomal delivery system, you really enhance the absorption of these growth factors, which are extremely fragile, mind you, right into the bloodstream, and they get to do the work that they're supposed to do. In fact, we have a third-party verification looking at specifically the IGF product that shows that up to a 98.7 or 98.8, I'm getting mixed up with a radio station here. No, I'm sorry, percent of absorption. And that literally tells you that you're pretty much getting everything that you're supposed to. Whereas, like I was mentioning and alluding to earlier, the orally based products, sometimes you can get nothing because everything's destroyed before you can absorb it. So again, that's critical in getting these growth factors in there. And again, these growth factors, the IGF-1, the IGF-2, and all these other things that are in there, they will then fortify your body. They help you to not only maintain your tissues at a maximal healthy level, but they help you to repair from damage. They help you to recover from illness. They balance out your hormones, for instance. They can do all kinds of things that allow us to be the best that we can be. In other words, this is, dare I say it, the proverbial fountain of youth. This is what God has given us to help us to maintain ourselves, to be the best that we can be. But we kind of start running short on it. Plus, in the world that we live in now, we have a whole world that's really toxic to us, that's really hostile to us. Literally, if you talk to anybody in my church, it's called a fallen world, right? And the whole point is that all this bad stuff is adding extra pressure from us externally that we have to be able to keep up with. And so utilizing this all natural product that comes literally straight from God. It's not altered. It's just put into a carrier molecule to get it into our body better. But this is a direct link to how we're supposed to be, how we make ourselves the best that we can be. So I encourage all my patients to use this. I deal in my own clinic here in Reno, Nevada at the Sierra Integrative Medical Center with a lot of different kinds of neuromuscular degenerative cases. We see a lot of chronic infections like Lyme disease. In other words, a lot of people who've been sick for a long time who have plenty of damage to their bodies. The IGF-1 almost always is something that we utilize during the treatments and, more importantly, after the treatments to aid in the recovery and to help people to repair any damage from their bodies. And it's a critical factor that we've seen it's enormously improving over when we didn't have stuff like this. So, again, it's something that we can medically attest for. And even in my patients who are here just for wellness, we see great improvements. I mean, just from a standpoint of exercise and vitality that way, we see that you can put on muscle easier, you burn up fat faster, you recover from your workouts quicker, and then in general, taking this full circle, Cheryl, we now see somebody project themselves. There's a confidence there. There's a glow to them. Their energy, as Daryl's fond of saying, is projecting in a very positive manner off of them. And other people notice it sometimes before that person notices it. So this is just a win-win. And I really, really would love for folks to try this, because you owe it to yourself, but you really owe it to the people who are around you, who love you, who are depending on you to be that best that you can be. I mean, again, the world is a crazy place, and we have to maintain ourselves to be the best we can be for not only ourselves, but the folks that we love. And so, again, this is just a critical part of maintaining ourselves in that manner. And again, I don't want to misquote the Army's recruiting slogan of being the best you can be, but this is the natural way of being the best you can be without any harmful effects on your body, to make yourself strongest you can be, the brightest you can be, the basically the most energetic you can be. And I can tell you, I'm not just somebody who's worked on this or just prescribes it to patients. I use it myself. And, without it, I think I would, frankly, the way I keep going, without it, I'd probably be a lump of jelly, because I have so many things going on in my life. The bottom line is that the IGF-1 has been, especially in this whole deer antler matrix, has been a lifesaver and a life changer for me. And so I can personally attest to that. I'm 56 years old. I have 8 children I have to keep up with, all the way from a 24-year-old who's in the Army to a 5-year-old who runs around the house trying to dismantle things. That's the most wonderful thing they can do, and everything in between. And as a bad joke aside, I thought about having a rent-a-kid agency, so prospective parents can rent each group and see which what they can look forward to. But anyway, the IGF-1 has allowed me to have a balanced life where I can spend. Again, I'm a medical director here at the Sierra Integrated Medical Center. I'm a medical director for a fire department. Yet I put and balance my time as best I can with being able to spend time with my children and be able to have meaningful time. We can not just sit there and have a meal. We're going to actually sit there, have a meal, talk, and have something meaningful go on. I have recently teenage daughters who have their first boyfriends. That is okay. Let's just say, without the IGF-1, I think I might have had some issue with my heart. No, I'm kidding. So again, this helps me to deal with it, and that's a big one. It helps me to deal with the stress. That's another way of looking at it too. I mean, I can't tell you all the different things. There's so much I can tell you about. And the other product we wanted to just mention here is the Man Up. This is a product that we've worked on for a long time. It has the deer antler in it, the deer antler velvet extract, and it's to a lesser amount than the IGF-1 300,000. But this compound, also through our research, through a meta-analysis of available research on natural compounds, brings 3 of the most potent testosterone boosting elements into it. Fenugreek, which has been all the rage in all the studies recently. Longjack, also known as Tonkarai, and Tribulus. These are all things that not only generate testosterone production in the body, but also enhance its utilization in that order in regards to fenugreek, long jack, and tribulus. And so even guys who are, say, for instance, taking testosterone because they don't have enough testosterone, they could benefit from the use of this product. And beyond that, recently there was an addition to this where we added L-citrulline and L-arginine, which are two amino acids which potently help production of what's called nitric oxide in your body. Nitric oxide is the compound that dilates your blood vessels, so this will help the blood flow in your body. Again, it's under the tongue. When you take it, it's been clinically proven to increase your testosterone levels, but more importantly, the way you utilize it. I have guys telling me, "Wow, it's a game changer." Who have not yet started any type of replacement therapy, and hopefully we'll keep them off it. And even guys who have been on replacement therapy for years, they've noticed a huge difference in utilizing this product because, again, it's not only about making the testosterone and getting your numbers up, but it's also about how you utilize it. And when you can utilize it properly, there's all kinds of benefits with testosterone in men. Not only the obvious ones, okay, yeah, we put on big, we can work out better, we burn up our fat better. But guess what, guys? We have cardiovascular health, meaning proper testosterone levels will protect us. Yeah, hopefully, remember, this is a whole picture now, not just this one element, but they can help protect us from cardiovascular disease, meaning heart attack and stroke. It can also help us to maintain a better body composition, if you will, and help to prevent things like insulin resistance. Testosterone levels have also been linked to cognitive decline, meaning that the lower testosterone levels, guys are starting to lose their memories. They may lose various types of memories, including spatial and verbal types of memories. But also, the corollary is true that when you supplement testosterone, or in this case, utilize this product to help make more testosterone and use it better, you will see an improvement in guys who have started having problems with their memory. It's starting to get better. And so this is, again, if for the gentleman, using both the IGF-1 300,000 and the Man Up together, you have got a 1-2 punch to literally make yourself the best that you can be. You can be that superhero to your family or to your loved ones, and you really owe it to yourself and everybody around you to, again, be that best that you can be, because honestly, the world's a much better place when you are.
Wow, that's a whole lot of fabulous information. And I'm sitting here with my jar of IGF-1, by the way, which I take under my tongue probably 3 times a day. I don't know if that's what you recommend, but for me, it's like 3 times a day. And guess what? I have 4 boys. And so,
oh, good Lord.
and so
I have few, so I get it.
All boys, right? And they're all 18 to 20 months apart. So even though I now have them out of the house and they're in their own lives, it's still like, how did I do that? And I wish I would have had this IGF-1 back then to help me with that energy, because even when I just took it about maybe 2 minutes ago, you feel it as it goes through, and it goes right into my head. And for a minute, it's almost like, woo.
It's amazing what the growth factors can do, because they can help with everything from circulation to literally there's IGF-2 neurotropins in the compound, which help with maintaining and even repairing neuropathways. So there's all kinds of really good stuff in there that have been clinically shown in various studies to be extremely beneficial to neurologic and even cognitive function.
Well, I'm going to start getting the Man Up for my husband now. Not that, it's so interesting, because for me, it's really about that memory and clarity, even when you're active and you're doing things. And you just look, I got to think of myself as Benjamin Buttons. I just keep getting younger and younger, right? Because I'll be 65 and I'm like, wow, I feel amazing. I have more energy than I did in my 20s, probably because I had 4 boys. Yes, I know. Everybody says that. I go, after the 3rd one and you get pregnant again, you just have to go, yeah, I hope it's a boy. At this point, I'm a boy mom, right? And you have everything you need and you've kind of, got yourself in. But congratulations and blessings to you and your family. It has so many beautiful children.
Yeah, I mean, it's we all took we have 6 out of my 8 kids went with me, but we took a little trip over the weekend and we didn't have a good start. We had to rent a van. Somebody literally broke in and stole my daughter's purse, which didn't send the weekend off to a right start. But thanks to, I'm going to say thanks to this, I kept my cool. I was able to talk my daughter down. We, got everybody up and rolling. We had a great time. We were in Monterey, California, in case you've never been there, great place to visit. And, we turned what was really a bad thing the next day. We were on the beach running around playing volleyball with other people, or watching the sunset and looking at the rocky shore. And then the following day, we went to the world famous Monterey Bay Aquarium. I don't know why I'm plugging all these things, but okay. But the bottom line is they're great places to go. My family loves them, and we're pretty much forgot about it all. I just now have to pay for the glass because my insurance didn't cover it. But we're not going to go. We won't say which company is not so hot for car insurance, but we'll leave that alone.
That's
But
okay. We just don't get
it's
off
all
too much off topic, because
yeah.
I'm here in Northern California. So you're talking about all the places I frequent. You're not
Oh,
that far from me. Yeah.
great. Yeah, I grew up in San Francisco, so I totally get it.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
awesome. But
At the
yeah, again,
coast.
I'm so glad again that again we're here to help anybody through things. If you guys ever need to get a hold of me, I'm the again, my name's Bruce Fong. I'm the medical director here at the Sierra Integrative Medical Center. You can reach us at a U.S. number at 775-233. Excuse me, 775-828. 5388 775-828 5388. And you want to check us out on the web, we're at www.sierraintegrative.com. That's SIERRAINTEGRATIVE.com. And again, we're here to listen to you. We're not the guys that, hey, you got 15 minutes and that's it. We invite you guys in. We have new patient consults that are 90 minutes long, so that you can have plenty of time to tell us all the things you need to tell us, because the more information we have, the more we can help you.
Well, thank you so much. And you're right. And people can go to the DocaDetoxStore.com also and order right through our platform as well. And, just like Dr. Fong, when we do a perfect day consultation, they are 90 minutes or more. And then you have a coach for life, because the truth is, we want to meet you right where your healing process is, right? Because everybody is unique and beautiful. And as we know, like we're talking about that confidence comes from also self-love and saying yes to yourself, because the truth is, you don't know what you don't know, right? And that's why I'm so grateful that you take the time to come on these shows and help educate us, because there's so many people out there doing God's work, coming in here and wanting to hear the truth. And I know it warms my heart so much. And I love being able to host these. I have a Power Pack clinic in Occidental, California, which is about an hour and a half north of San Francisco along the coast, right next to Bodega Bay, right?
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So if you're ever in the area, you got to come by and say hi.
Same thing. If you ever make it up to Reno, you're more than welcome to check us out.
I would love that. And
all right.
Guys, yeah, look, I got all these really great ones here we have looking at. We're having a spring into summer cleansing and weight loss sale up to 40%. And we already know that nobody on the planet is overweight. They're over toxic and over poisoned. And one of the things that's such a benefit of doing this work, getting clean, taking the right products, is that you do start to get rid of the things that no longer serve you, and your body just starts to come alive because you let the light in. Every cell in your body needs that light in order to live and grow and replicate another really healthy cell, right? Take away that inflammation nation that we're all living in. So go to the DocaDetoxStore.com. And just like Dr. Bruce Fong, we have other amazing individuals that come onto the Braveheart Nation platform. That's right, where we have a platform that nobody can take down. And so we're doing another special world event called Gold Care. And so Dr. Dana H. Granberg-Nill, Dr. Simone Gold, Dr. Daryl Wolfe, 18 other world-leading healers will be on this show. So they're giving you their time for free, all these amazing doctors and laymen and, just inventors. To me, all the people that are doing the work and passing the word along. So that's Sunday, July 13th, it's 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then there's going to be a live Q&A where you can ask your questions in real time on the same platform. So that's Monday, the 14th from 12 to 2, and Tuesday, the 15th from 7 to 10. However, if you do not go to bhnuniversity.com and register for free, you won't get the link so that you can ask those questions in real time, although you'll still be able to watch us on Facebook. All right. And if you go and look at all the things that we have under events at bhnuniversity.com, you'll see all the things that we're offering people. If you haven't had a chance to watch be part of Rock with the Doc or Heal Yourself, Heal Your Family. We also had Food Forest Abundance with Jim Gale. We've got Quantum Power Pack Healing, Super Soldier Immunity. I mean, this is the army you want to have in your pocket when you're going and talking about your health and taking back your power. No longer advocating to the medical system, who's great in an emergency, but very few really have an understanding, like Dr. Bruce Fong, about what health is and how our bodies are able to self-heal. We just have to get off all of the medications and supplements and things that are, blocking all these pathways and get back to real healing, which happens when we reduce the inflammation. So they might try to ban us from Facebook because we are always going to talk about the truth, but they can't take us off the BHN studios. So you download that app, the bhnapp.com. It's free. You always have access to all of our events, right? And we're growing almost 20,000 new brave hearts every day. To me, that is so exciting that people are waking up. This is what I call the Great Awakening, that we are so tired of being treated as victims and being told what to do when, we're unlearning what I call we've been ruled, fooled, and schooled. So now we're changing that paradigm, right? It's true. Again, bhnapp.com. What does the app do, you guys? It's probably the largest app out there for free because it's going to track your perfect day, which means that wherever you are in your healing journey, you put the things that you need to happen, and then it sends reminders. It keeps you on track. You have our news and event, or the practitioner map, where you can go and find a master practitioner near you to start your healing journey. That means that some of us have power pack clinics. We have the cell sonic regeneration or the cardio med bed. You want perfect circulation? I take my IGF-1 and get on that cardio med bed, and I tell you, I can run up a mountain. So then we have Evolve, which is the world's largest free online library. That means all the things that we talk about, videos, guides, and audios for self-healing, are available to you. This is another amazing gift that Dr. Wolfe is giving to the entire world. You just have to take advantage. You have to say, yes, we cannot do this for you. Then you can connect with other brave hearts around the world who are doing the same work, because you want to connect with people whose frequency is where you are. You want people raising your frequency. You don't want to be around the person who's telling their story one more time, because we're taking people from victims to heroes and from patients to healers. That's because that's how we do it, one person at a time. Pay it forward, find your perfect match, and do your mindful moments. And right now, Dr. Sage Wolfe is doing this amazing thing where he's going around to all these power pack clinics, and he's offering the total body thermography and heavy metal testing. These are two important things to know. Where's the inflammation happening in your body? If you know where it's happening, you know where to focus. Because a lot of times people will say, well, I don't feel good, I don't know what's wrong with me. Come and find out. Get knowledge. Knowledge is king. Knowledge is an amazing tool, right? And it's like you go to the doctor and he's telling you all these things that make no sense to you. We're going to tell you in a way that you are going to understand, right? And then we're going to give you a perfect day consultation with it to tell you how to maintain it. He's also doing Wolfe Non-Surgical. Remember, he's the master of the Wolfe Non-Surgicals. He taught me. He's taught every single practitioner out there. And of course, like I said, these clinics will have the cardio med bed and the cell sonic regeneration. He is in Calgary, Canada right now. There are no more appointments left. He leaves there and he's going to, that's right, St. Louis, Missouri. And you can call Tim at 479-215-9592. And he's going to be there July 6th to Tuesday, July 15th. He then is coming to Occidental, California, where he's going to be at my clinic. However, we are completely booked. So if you have questions, though, please call me, 707-322-1979. Then he's off to Montreal, Quebec, where he'll be with Christine from August 23rd to September 1st. She speaks fluent French as well. So if you're in the area, there's someone to speak in your language. And so call her at 438-929-0997. And here we go. These are our courses. Taking a whole life coach. Your whole family, at least husband and wife, or brother and sister, or friends, come and educate yourselves about how your body really works. If we're going to heal our bodies, it's about the mental, the physical, the emotional, and the spiritual. We are not a one-dimensional body, right? So let's find how it all works together so that you can become the greatest, grandest version of your communication device that we're going through the world with, is what I like to call it. So he's right now. The last course up in Calgary is the Women's Pelvic Restoration and Disease Prevention Masterclass for women only. Every woman on the planet needs to take this course, right? I have heard women talk about their suffering, their hot flashes, their cramps, their this, all the surgeries. Stop the madness and learn how to restore the pelvic health, because it doesn't matter. You do not have to have urinary incontinence. You do not have to have hot flashes. You don't have to have painful pregnancies or births. This is not the natural state of the human body. We can help you heal, okay? So June 27th to June 29th, you got to jump on it if you want to do that. Then we're going to be in Ixtapas de Guantanejo for 2 courses, one happening October to November and one happening January to February. Then he's going to be in Los Angeles, California. So all the people in the United States and California who talk about wanting it to be closer, it's happening for you February 25th to March 22nd. And of course, DOD 5-star. I'm so excited. I've been to Ixtapas de Guantanejo and it is so beautiful and gorgeous. But now we're opening in 2026 St. Cloud, Florida, which is actually on Jim Gale's property, Food Forest Abundance. It's going to be incredible. So I know I'm looking forward to checking it out. And remember, your questions matter. No matter what platform that you are on, please send us your questions. We're going to answer them for you. Okay. So Facebook, X, Instagram, YouTube, Rumble, Telegram. Be shoot just as long as they let us stay, okay? And then, of course, listen to us. Listen to a program like we're having today. Listen to what Dr. Fong has to say. Listen to all the other amazing people instead of just listening to music or listening to news. Listen to start educating yourself, because something happens when people are talking versus reading. Sometimes the words are too big. It seems too complicated. But when you listen to someone talking, it's like we have the ability to absorb it. So find where you like to listen on your podcast and tune in. And now we have fulfillment centers in the United States and Canada and Australia, which means that when you order our products, you get them that much faster. And of course, we tell people, become an affiliate partner. Sign up at DocaDetoxPartner.com. When you refer people to our courses and to anything else, why not earn a commission? Because you are sending people to a platform that actually wants real healing and telling the real truth, which is where you want to send people. And if you are a clinic or a practitioner, you should be doing this, buying our products wholesale and then offering them to your clients, right? Because these are nutraceuticals. These are not chemicals. These are food that your body needs. These are, just like with the IGF-1, your body needs this. We don't make it anymore after a certain amount of time. So don't you want to bring back that fountain of youth? Don't you want to? This body's supposed to live to be 120. How are you taking care of it, right? So bring back that health and bring back all of that. Call the toll-free number, 855-900-4544, extension 5, and become a Power Pack Clinic. So if you knew how amazing that cell sonic regeneration is, and of course, perfect circulation with a cardio med bed, tune in every other Tuesday for the Power Pack show, because we go over all of this in detail so that you can have an understanding of why you want this in your clinic and how important it is. And we're not in the business of selling equipment. We're in the business of hoping and teaching and growing practitioners, right? This means that we're going to give you a 23-day professional training. You're going to come and take the courses so that you know how to use these machines, talk about them in real language, help to heal your clients that much faster. It is so important. We need these all over the world, right? Go to dodpowerpack.com. And there's financing now in the United States, right? So we're working with other things in other countries trying to bring this to you so that we don't use money as a reason to stop ourselves from, living our joy and our passion and saying yes to ourselves. Okay, go to bhnuniversity.com, the dodpowerpack.com, the courses, and that are financed in the United States. There you go. We're talking about the DOD 5-star in Zihuatanejo, but here's the pretty picture, right? So this pool is structured water, salt, all the healing and energy devices are there. And I tell people, you want real healing? Get out of the environment that's creating the inflammation and the problem. Sometimes you just have to get away from the source in order to settle and learn what you need to do to heal. And they will curtail whatever your healing journey is for whatever you prefer. Go to dod5star.com and start your healing journey. And of course, if you can't make it to any of our courses, Dr. Sage Wolfe will come to you. Again, you want to call that toll-free number, the 855-900-4544, extension 5. And you know what? We have not raised our prices in years. And what you get with these prices is not just a course that's going to change your life forever. You get support forever. You get to continue to come in real time with Dr. Wolfe, who continually is teaching all of us practitioners, bringing your concerns, talk about your clients, what's going on, and he's helping you. Where are you going to get that? A coach for life. After you've taken these courses? Nowhere. I'm here to tell you, I've taken courses, and after I paid for it, that's the last I heard from them. So really understand that this is a different platform. This is a different way of learning. This is us integrating and wanting you to be part of our growing community, because we are stronger together. Ooh, there you go, financing. And the perfect day consultation. You want a coach who can meet you where you are. And then you have this coach for life, you guys. So if you want Dr. Darrell Wolfe, it's $250. You give Cynthia a call direct or call the 855 number, this time extension 1. Or you can get a New World Master Practitioner like myself for $150. So go to perfectdayconsultation.com, find a practitioner near you, make it happen, say your yes. And then I tell people, wear our clothes. Can you imagine wearing Crack the Coconut and someone going, huh? And so you have an opportunity in that moment to go, you have no idea. I took that whole life coach. My coconut is cracked. And talk about your real healing and when it started. We also have t-shirts. We have hats. But I love that. I love when I can be a walking advertisement and somebody's curious. And then I get to say, it changed my life. Okay? So here's your healing Bible. It's called the Perfect Day Lifestyle. This is not a diet. We do not die here anywhere. We are going to live it. This is a lifestyle. When we understand that the food that's out there and the fast food and all the things are causing all the inflammation in our bodies, if we are energy beings and we are not eating frequency, high frequency, in order to keep this beautiful communication device working, then you're clogging it down. Okay, that's when then we have to go for the Drano. Then we have to do something to heal ourselves. So it's super important for all of us to know why and how. So go to pdgfree.com, download it, go to the DACA Detox store, order a book for yourself, or just download the app, and then you have it for free under Evolve. Okay, and then take back all your health. Healthy to 100. I'm going to say healthy to 120, and I'm going to still have all my faculties. So there you go. Go to pdgfree.com. Again, you can buy this book at the store, or you can read it for free in Evolve. And like we said, even if they try to knock us off, we will still have our platform. So just know we're going to continue to bring the message that is going to free the world. Okay? Because here at DACA Detox, we already know that the only permanent health care is self-care, and the only permanent love is self-love. And to rise to your full potential, you have to learn to fly. And what does that mean? First, love yourself. No one has taught us unconditional love, what it means to put ourselves first, not from a selfish or egotistical place. We're talking about learning that you are already whole and perfect, and remembering that you are already innocent and beautiful. You just have to remember who you are, and that's what happens with unconditional love. And here at Braveheart Nation, as you know, we are stronger when we rise together. So download the app, go to the university, connect, and be here together. I want to thank Dr. Bruce Fong. He had to leave us, but that's okay. He jumped on. He brings us this amazing stuff for everybody that comes to this show, and for you guys to check in and to listen. We so appreciate that you are here with us. So we end with the Braveheart Nation Oath, because this is what we do at the end of every show. Okay? I'm going to take a deep breath, and I'm going to say, I am love. I am healed. I am Braveheart. Today and every day, from the moment I rise until I gently close my eyes, I will always trust, honor, respect, protect, forgive, and totally love myself first and foremost before anyone else or anything else. So help me God. Because I can. I am love, I am healed, I am Braveheart, and I am all in. So remember, Bravehearts, 1, 2, 3, you got this. Thanks for joining us.